This video should be seen in its entirety if you are in possession of XRP. Regarding the used car, I am not attempting to make a sale to you people. On the contrary, I am convinced that this is laying the groundwork for the XRP ledger to effectively target some of the most significant markets that are now available. The amount of money at stake is in the hundreds of trillions and possibly even the quadrillions. Everyone is welcome to join us on the channel. This is Nick, my name. Those of you who are new to the channel, I hope that by the time you reach the conclusion of this video, you will have subscribe to the channel. This is a post that was published on the 20th of June of this year. According to Jeremy Allaire, CEO of Circle, during the next 10 years or so, stablecoins will account for 10% of the total money supply. Since we are aware that stablecoins are gaining more and more acceptance and are being employed more and more, it is only logical to assume that stablecoins will experience a meteoric rise in volume and even value over the course of the next couple of years. And the reason for this is that, as you probably already know, at the end of the day, cash is virtually becoming useless. There is no one who desires to use cash. To be sure, there is a portion of the population that continues to rely on cash. I mean, yes, sure. The majority of the time, practically everything that we do on a daily basis involves making a purchase using a debit card, a credit card, or even an internet purchase. This is the case for almost everything that we do throughout the day. Moreover, even here we have Jeremy Allaire, who says, I am more bullish about cryptocurrency than I have ever been before. Over the course of 11 years, I have been working on Circle. And I can honestly say that I have never been more optimistic than I am right now. To tell you the truth, it is very simple to take positions in cryptocurrency. Nevertheless, it is significantly more challenging to really have a game plan in place when the time comes to reap profits from those positions. I have developed a completely free exit plan that you can apply to practically any single position that you take in cryptocurrency, and the best part about it is that it is completely free. This means that you may use it to leave your cryptocurrency position. If you want to gain access, all you need to do is click on the link that is located further down in the description below and claim your access right away. What are you eagerly anticipating? Gain control of those profits. In addition, we have been hearing this reverberation from a significant number of CEOs operating inside the sector. Brad Garlinghouse has even been quoted as saying that he is more bullish than he has ever been on cryptocurrency, and that he is also more enthusiastic. And many of them are really kind of pointing at the idea that we are now beginning to enter the traditional financial system in a significant way. This is something that is happening. To add insult to injury, I am of the opinion that the vast majority of people have a very limited and restricted comprehension of the events that are taking place. In addition, I am sure that this is the case. Additionally, that is a very bullish sign. This does explain why I have such a positive outlook. My viewpoint is based on the fact that I have attentively observed the life cycles of internet technology adoption over the course of the previous 35 years. We have witnessed an unrelenting march of open networks, open protocols, and open software across the internet, which has resulted in the development of layer upon layer of infrastructure that has increased the internet's usefulness for society and the economy. Major industries have been revolutionized by each consecutive wave, which has resulted in an increase in the utility of each individual, an inversion or transformation of unit economics, and the emergence of radical new possibilities. And this is really the same thing that is happening even in the cryptocurrency area and in the space in general. And we have the question, what will it look like when 10% of the money in the world's economy is stable coins, and when credit intermediation shifts from fractional reserve lending to transactions that take place on the blockchain? In the same way, this is precisely what can very well take place. And he pointed out that stable coins are becoming an increasingly acceptable form of digital money, and that stable coins will make up a larger and larger share of the global market for electronic money, which is estimated to be worth $100 trillion by the end of the year 2025. It is possible to accomplish this within the next 10 years or more. The market for stablecoins, which is currently worth $162 billion, accounts for only 0.2% of the total size of the money markets, which are worth $80 trillion. Savings, money markets, and checking accounts each account for approximately $26.4 trillion, $25 trillion, $25 trillion, and $23.6 trillion, and $23.6 trillion, respectively. The remaining $5 trillion comes from mints, which is expected to result in a layer 10% prediction being realized by the year 2034. Despite the fact that the forecast does not take into account the expansion of the $80 trillion money market, the stablecoin market would need to expand at a pace of at least 47.7% on a compound annual growth basis. As of right now, USDC, the United States dollar stablecoin that was issued by a layer circle, has a market cap of $32.8 billion, making it the second largest stablecoin behind Tether coin, according to statistics from Gecko. As well as that, we were able to observe that growth here. As you probably already know, USDC has been experiencing incredible growth. Additionally, you should be aware that the usage of cryptocurrencies is only going to continue to increase in a significant manner, and that additional funds are also going to continue to flood in. Furthermore, just recently, 6 days ago, the amount of stablecoin transfers reached $1 trillion on a monthly basis, which is a tenfold rise in just 4 years. Therefore, the total amount of money that is being transferred through stablecoins is greater than $12 trillion. Take into consideration how absurd that is. Additionally, we are aware that during a bad market in the year 2022, $11 trillion were transferred via stablecoins. It may seem insane, but stablecoins require 100% of our attention. Even over here, we have circles that are quite intriguing. The volume of USDC has experienced an incredible increase in 2024. In addition, this is essentially the same pattern that we have just examined over here. You are able to observe that, in general, it is surpassing Tether itself in terms of the volume of transactions that occur each month. Just wait until we have RLUSD in our possession. In this area, we have Ripple's RLUSD, which is well positioned to seize a significant portion of the stablecoin market. A shout out to the subjective viewpoints. Stablecoins based on the United States dollar are projected to reach $3 trillion within 3 to 5 years. Take a look at this. This is Monica Long, the president of Ripple. Congratulations, a trier. Additionally, each individual is aiming for a distinct demographic, and there are a variety of use cases. At the end of the day, however, there is a significant amount of money that may be made. You folks can grab a piece of that pie, if you know what I mean. Is this in some form? Do you agree that it is almost a no-brainer? Despite the fact that it is not printing in the traditional sense, Tether is generating billions of dollars in revenue. Due to the fact that we are currently operating in an environment with particularly high interest rates, by what means does Ripple obtain a portion of that? It's a gigantic pie. What exactly is it? At the moment, the market capitalization of USD stables is approximately $160 billion, and it is going to grow significantly in the near future. For the next 3 to 5 years, the forecasts that we have seen indicate that the amount will be close to $3 trillion. A significant portion of that, in my opinion, will be driven by the expansion of institutional acceptance of DeFi. Some of the programs that you are referring to are, in my opinion, really important in order to maintain the momentum that has been established with regard to institutional defiance. What's up? To answer your question, yes, I do believe that the pie is going to continue to grow in size. The key to the success of a stable coin is, and I'm going to sound very Captain Obvious about this, but this stability. So the importance of like a one-to-one back of the US dollar to the tokenized dollar, and how are the reserves managed. Standard Custody was the company that we started the process of acquiring. The New York Department of Financial Services, DFS, is the entity that oversees Standard Custody because they were awarded a highly coveted New York trust license earlier this year. When it was a very highly respected regulator, not just in the United States of America, but also outside of the country. In addition, there are rigorous regulations on the management of the reserves. As a result, I believe that the faith in the stable coin to remain stable, the adherence to compliance, or to be more precise, the compliance to rules and regulations for how various nations and areas are going to treat stable coins. Considering that there are a lot of eyes on Europe right now, I believe that all of that is going to be crucial in determining whether or not the stable coin ends up being successful. Taking into consideration where it fits in terms of what portion of the pie it will heat up, how are you going to sell it? I'm going to pretend that I'm a Fortune 100 firm, and I'm going to ask you, you're trying to get me to use the stable currency. What am I going to do with it? The first thing that you can